Hey everybody, it's Miss D of Ms. Dee Reads, and I am going to talk today about the Lexile level. And the reason why Lexile levels are so important is because you want to be able to feed your children text that strengthen their reading not only, but also that gets harder in Lexile levels so that their comprehension and their decoding and all these things are going to be better for them as they get older. But first of all, let's talk about this. From Scholastic, I'm going to pull this directly from them, and I'm going to tell you what a Lexile level is. It is a measurement tool used to assess a student's reading ability and the difficulty of the text. So it's a tool that we use in schools that we test, like we test the kids. We have benchmark tests, particularly at my school, where we see the levels every year. They're either going to go up or go down. Now, keeping in mind everybody's grade level is a little different. Sometimes also your Lexile itself, sometimes you look at certain skills that may be a little bit off, but this one I have found to be very sound and very correct. So we're going to go with the scale I'm going to show you right now on the screen. So, and before I do that, I do want to say to you all, if you don't know your child's current Lexile level, you should ask your school for the literacy leader or literacy coach and say, hey, can I get a copy of my child's current Lexile level so I can know what type of books I can purchase for them or books I can go to the library and get, and then go maybe one or two grade levels or reading levels above that so you can strengthen their decoding and their comprehension skill, okay? So first of all, let's talk about the grade levels. So first of all, we have it's broken down into sections with 2nd through 3rd, 4th and 5th, 6th and 8th, and then 9th and 10th. As you can see from the chart, that's the age. Look at the age that it's supposed to be for that child. So we're going to start with let's go with a kid that is in the 4th grade. And that's about between 4th and 5th grade, between the years of 9 and 11 years of age. Their Lexile level, the lowest on the low end of the scale, should be around 645. Now, if you find out that your child is reading at a 400 or a 300 or even a 100, they are severely below reading level. You should do everything you can, whether or not you get tutors or whether or not you get just one-on-one, some kind of additional help. Get them reading programs. There's things like Read Theory, which is great. I love Read Theory. In Hillsborough County here in Florida, we have a lot of programs through our school, through the school district, that will allow the kids to read, and they're all through Clever, and all kids have access to those programs. They are free. Please get your child into something like that. So again, as you see, every year the Lexile level is going to continue to go up in terms of their textbooks and things like that. But if your child is way behind, you're going to have a lot of problems with them and their ability to comprehend. And we're talking about life. When it comes to your Lexile level, that's your life. So that means you're having a problem reading all the way through life, reading things like a lease, a mortgage statement, your car note, your, everything you could think of it. If you're traveling by yourself, how difficult is it going to be if you are stuck at a low reading level, but everything else is printed in a 10th and 11th grade reading level. So another thing I want to give you all is a website that you can go to, which deals with, and you'll see it on the screen. It's a Lexile and Quantile Hub, and it allows you to take whatever book you have, plug it in, and it'll give you back the Lexile level. And then you'll know whether or not your child is reading above or reading below that particular Lexile level. So I will conclude by saying this, that the higher the Lexile measure, the higher the student's reading level. And you want your child to have a high reading level. The Reader's Lexile framework works in intervals, with 5 being the lowest, and the highest measure, according to this, is approximately 2,000. So we want what's best for our children. We want our children to go out there and be successful. Push them to read more. And I hope that this helps you understand a little bit about how Lexile levels work. And when you see that information on your paperwork or your child's report cards or progress reports or even the benchmark assessments, you will know now what a Lexile level is. Have a great day, everybody.